Good morning. It's been such a long time since we've done a morning routine together. I just got out of the shower and I just want to show you guys my typical average everyday morning routine. This is all about soothing, hydrating, plumping up the skin, and getting ready for the day. So I've got my cup of coffee and I'm ready to go. Okay, so I did just get out of the shower and there was a few products that I used in there that I want to share with you guys. So first things first, I still am not using cleanser in the mornings. I have now been not using cleanser for over 6 months and it's been fantastic. I just really don't feel like I need to use a cleanser in the morning. So I don't use any soap on my face in the morning, just a nice rinse with water or, a rinse in the shower is just fine. However, when I do shower, I almost always use this Make Prem Wonderful Me in Shower Face Pack. Now this is a really cool product because this is a wash-off mask that's designed to be worn inside of the shower. It doesn't get drippy and it doesn't melt off your face like a regular wash-off would if you get into the shower with it. So here's the thing about this. This is really meant to kind of hydrate and moisturize your face, kind of soften your skin. But what it really is kind of designed to do, and the way that I use it, is that it helps to protect your skin from moisture loss when you're inside the hot and steamy shower. Now we know that hot water feels great on our muscles. It feels good on our head. It's just very but it's not to our skin because it can really zap a lot of moisture out of your skin quickly, making it very dry. And it's definitely no bueno if you suffer from dehydrated skin, weak or damaged moisture barriers, rosacea, psoriasis. If you have anything like that, you know that hot water is kind of the enemy to your skin. And that's why I really like this, because this kind of creates a protective layer on your face that's basically a barrier between what's already in your skin, the moisture and hydration in your skin, and the hot steamy shower. It kind of gives you a protective little blanket on your skin. So I really like this, and I pretty much exclusively wear this every time I take a shower to protect my skin, and it really does the trick. So I did use this mask, and then when I got out of the shower, on my hair I used Mise Perfect Repair Hair Serum. This is a really cool Korean hair product. I've been using this for 4 years, straight pretty much. That's just how good it is. It just works really well for my hair. It's a pretty simple serum, but it just gets the job done. So my ends can get pretty dry and kind of frayed. So this really helps keep them moisturized and smooth. This also keeps my hair very manageable, especially when it's wet before I dry it. This also kind of helps keep, I would say it has minimal frizz control. It's not really designed to fight frizz, but it definitely does help keep hair manageable. The other thing that I really like about this too is I can work it up pretty close to my roots and I don't get any greasiness. And this bottle lasts a long time. I mean, about one pump, maybe a pump and a half is all I need for my hair, and this bottle will last you 6 months or longer. So it's a very good deal for your hair too. Okay, so first up is my favorite step of them all, which is toner. And this routine is really just going to be about just getting a lot of hydration into my skin, locking it in, making sure my moisture barrier is taken care of, and that's about it. I don't really focus on too much in the morning besides just kind of keeping my skin nourished and protected. Brightening, acne, pores, all of that, I usually save that for the nighttime, because in the morning I'm kind of a roll out of bed kind of person, I have to be honest with you. So first product up is the TM Vita B5 toner. Now I actually just opened this up, I would say it was about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm loving this toner so much. So this is a kind of a watery, it's a very watery, kind of runny toner, but it has, when you put it on, it has this sort of very nourishing feel. It's richer than water, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to describe how it feels on the skin. So super watery, but it just feels nourishing on the skin. Now, I do not use any kind of cotton pads when I put my toner on. Couple of reasons. The number one reason is just the fact that when I place it on with my hands, it just feels like the toner sinks into my skin quicker. I feel like I can get more product into my skin quicker, and I can just sort of pat it in, and it just feels more hydrating than if I were to just wipe a cotton pad over my face. Now, the second reason that I personally choose not to use cotton, well, actually there's two reasons that I personally choose not to use cotton pads. The second reason would be the fact that I think that they actually just end up soaking up more products. I think that you end up putting more product in your cotton pad than you actually do on your face. And I don't know, I like to save money. And the third reason is just the fact that it's one less thing that I'm throwing away in the trash can. So for me, I just don't really feel like I need them, and it just works better without them. So I'm gonna do a couple layers of toner. Now, I'm a big fan of that 7 skin method, that good old Korean 7 skin method. I don't always put on 7 skins. I'm a bigger fan of the full 7 skins in the summertime. Not quite that hot and humid here just yet. But this one, I think I'm gonna do probably about 3. My skin feels pretty hydrated today. So let me tell you about this TM Vita B5 toner. So the B5, that's actually panthenol. And you guys may know panthenol. You might be familiar with panthenol because it is usually a supporting ingredient in a lot of soothing products. And it's actually a ingredient that you'll find a lot in like products for infants and babies because it's just so suitable for sensitive skin, and it really does help calm and soothe the skin down gently. So this has a ton of panthenol in it. What I really like about this toner, it's got some other great ingredients in it too, but I think what is most impressive to me about this toner is what's not in it. So we don't have any drying alcohols in this toner at all. We don't have any like really irritating ingredients. We don't have silicones. But I think the one that's probably going to be the most interesting to you guys, and at least that was to me, is there's no essential oils in this. Now, essential oils do seem to be popping up in a lot of K-beauty products recently, and I know that that is kind of like a lot of people are on the fence about it. A lot of people just do not do essential oils at all. Some people are sort of like, sometimes they're okay, sometimes they're not. That's me. And some people are totally fine with it. I think it's definitely a split issue. But I'm just very excited to see a new K-beauty product that doesn't use essential oils. Just seems like so many are using them these days. Now I'm gonna go in for essence, and this is another TM product. This is the Snail and Azulene Water Essence. And this is got like 87% snail in it. Now you guys know I'm an OG Snail fan. I like one of the very first, I mean, it wasn't the first, but one of like the very first products that made a big impression on me in K-beauty was Snail Essence. My skin just takes to it so nicely. It's very calming. It's very soothing. It helps reduce redness. It's actually great if you do have acne or pimples because it can just really help with inflammation. Now this one is definitely thicker because it's got snail in it, and it is, you know, it is something that I would characterize as slightly heavy, and it definitely has a bit of a sticky finish. Not a big deal when we're talking about layering a serum on top of this in just a little bit, but I do, you know, I only go for 1 layer on this one. This is an essence. It's a little bit thicker. It's a little bit stickier, but I have been enjoying this one. Now, there is a touch of chamomile in here, and the chamomile oil is considered an essential oil. That is the only essential oil in here, and then again, no alcohol, no silicones in this one. It's a sister product to the other TM toner, so I have been impressed with them. These are my first TM products, and I have to be honest with you, I have been pretty impressed with how they're performing. They just feel very hydrating and nourishing on the skin, and I kind of want to like say that they're no frills, but I mean that in the best way possible because I don't know, I've just found like on my skincare journey, honestly, the ingredients that are the most simple, soothing, and hydrating for me just seem to make the biggest benefit on my skin. So going in for serum, I just want to keep this routine very lightweight, quick absorbing, but very deeply hydrating. And one of the serums that I love that just kind of like gets the job done quickly is this Keep Cool and Soothe serum. This is 66% bamboo extract. You guys know I'm a really big fan of the toner in this line, and I'm finding that the serum is living up to the expectations, the big shoes to fill after the love that I have for that toner. So this is a very this is kind of almost like a gel kind of a serum. It comes out in a pump and it just glides across your skin super, super like smoothly. It absorbs very well, but it has a really nice kind of balanced feeling to it because it's both hydrating and moisturizing. It really bridges the gap between those essences and toners into well, I'm going to go into a barrier care step and then into the moisturizer. So this is a really good way to bridge the gap. It's neither too moisturizing, too oily, too hydrating, too watery. It's just got the right mix between both. So I'm going to let that sink in and do a little bit of eye cream. Now you guys know I'm a huge fan of eye cream, and something that I've been really liking is the Moly Chok Green Tea Watery Eye Cream. This stuff is really, really nice. Now I have noticed green tea to have a huge benefit for my under eyes. If you're like me, you probably notice I have a lot of like redness. It's just very natural redness underneath my skin around my eyes. There's something that I've found about green tea, and I'm talking any skincare product with green tea. I'm talking straight up green tea brew at home. Green tea just seems to have a great benefit for that type of red discoloration on the skin. It is good for inflammation, redness as well, but I found that it does help with natural redness too. So I really like just green tea in general around my eye area. And in fact, way back in the day when I was a struggling college student, I didn't have a lot of money for, you know, all these kinds of skincare products. What I would do is I would actually use tea bags. I would drink green tea. I would save the tea bag, let it cool down after I'd finished my tea, and I put it under my eye area, and it actually helped to reduce redness. It's actually like a really cool trick to do if you have a special occasion coming up or like a special event and you want to do a little like redness reduction around your eyes. Just use a green tea bag. You don't necessarily need to get all the green tea skincare products, but I've just found that it really does help my skin a lot. Ever since I went through damaging my moisture barrier and struggling to heal it, finally being successful in healing it and learning not only about my barrier and how to take care of it and how to heal it, but also just more about my skin, I have to tell you, I'm always going to have what I call a barrier care step or treatment in my routines, because for me, I always say, you know, you go through so much to heal your skin, you just never want to go back to that damaged state again. So one of the barrier kind of treatment steps that I have been using morning and night, no matter what, no fail. This one is the Great Barrier Relief from Krave Beauty. Now I do have a full-on review on this one. You guys can check that out. I will link it right up here for you guys if you want to learn more. But this is basically like, they call it a serum, but honestly, it's just more like a really lightweight lotion or cream. And this is chock full of ceramides, cholesterol, fatty acids, the essential building blocks of your moisture barrier. This also has niacinamide in it, and it also has tamanu oil. Tamanu oil is a really interesting ingredient that has a lot of benefits for actually helping to brighten up your skin. So this is kind of like a bonus to me for this cream, for it to have some brightening benefits for just uneven skin, hyperpigmentation, that kind of thing. A lot of people say that it can help with their acne as well. I haven't necessarily noticed any benefits in that area. I don't always get a ton of breakouts. It's occasional. So I haven't noticed any difference, like less breakouts or anything like that, but I have noticed that it does really give your skin a healthy glow. Now this is pretty emollient, so I do like to let this kind of, if I have time, I kind of like to let this just sort of like sink in just a little bit more. So what I'm going to do while I let this sink in is actually dry my hair, and I'll meet you guys back here in just a moment. Okay, so we're back. I'm just going to finish off with moisturizer. Now, some people find the Great Barrier Relief to be enough and they can use it as their moisturizer. I personally like to have just something just on top, just to kind of seal it in, just because I do suffer from dehydrated skin, and it's good to have something a little bit more occlusive as the final layer. So I actually have been really liking this Missha Bridal Cream. This is their Intense Aqua version. There are a couple of different versions, and this one is actually really good for dehydrated skin. So the reason that I say it's good for dehydrated skin is it has a very cooling feeling on the skin, a very kind of watery and hydrating feeling when you put it on to your skin. But it's very lightweight, it's very breathable. It also has a good mix of occlusives in it, which is really important because when you put all that hydration into your skin, you want to make sure that you're locking it down and making sure that it stays put. So this has just been one of my go-to daytime moisturizers, not only because it's great for dehydrated skin, it's super lightweight, it isn't heavy, it dries quickly, it makes your morning routine faster, but it also acts as a really nice base for your sunscreen and for your makeup as well. I think that's why it's called Bridal Cream, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's supposed to just kind of like make your skin look better for your big day, but my big day is every day when I use this. I'm gonna go in for sunscreen now, and part of the reason why I like that Bridal Cream so much, I think I mentioned just earlier, the fact that it's a really good canvas for what you're gonna put on top, but it actually dries down really quickly. So you don't have to worry about, you know, putting on too many emollient layers, especially when we're talking about working with the Great Barrier Relief and possibly putting makeup on top of this. So I'm actually gonna be using a brand new to me sunscreen. I haven't used this at all yet. It's the very first day of testing, and this is a brand new sunscreen from Cosrx. This is their Shield Fit All Green Comfort Sun. This is SPF 50 with a PA of +4. Pretty exciting, huh? So when Cosrx came out with this sunscreen, I knew that I wanted to try it. They actually have another one that has snail essence in it as well. I also got that one. I haven't started to use it yet. I wanted to start off with the All Green Comfort Sun because it says it's really good for sensitive skin, and pretty good bet that it's a pretty good place to start, right, with sensitive skin sunscreen. So first things first, it's a little thicker than I imagined. And we might be getting a little bit of a white cast here. We'll see. Okay, it's almost like that white, is that white cast kind of like drying down, like it's going away? I think it might be going away. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, so I've had this sunscreen on for a couple of minutes, and I do think that that initial white cast that we were seeing as I was putting it on, I think that it has gone down. I would have to look a little bit closer, but I mean, just now it looks much better. It was looking very white before, so I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about that potential white cast. I think that it goes on kind of white, but then I think that it dries down more transparent. Can't forget the neck area. Very important. Don't stop at the edge of your chin. Make sure that you get your neck as well. So that is my morning routine. You know, I really like to focus on quick and lightweight layers that absorb really fast. And for me, the morning time is more about bringing my skin back into balance, getting it ready for the new day. And I like to save my more targeted treatments for nighttime. I mean, quite simply because I just have more time at night. So let me know in the comment box below. Are you more about coffee in the morning or tea? For me, recently I've been all about that coffee, but I do enjoy a really good cup of tea in the morning as well. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I release 2 new skincare videos every single week, and don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss when I upload the new video. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, come on over to Instagram, give me a follow, and say hi. I post there daily about my skincare adventures. I hope you guys have a great start to your morning. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. We'll talk soon. Bye.